Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkieman here. Welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 21 career mode here with Crystal Palace, and today we're going to try and turn around our form by taking on 10th place Southampton. We need to start picking up some wins. We've gone on a really bad run of form and we've got some really difficult games coming up, so it's not going to be easy to turn our form around. I think we're set for a pretty poor season. I'm instantly actually going to do these development plan stuff that I haven't done yet so far. That's those taken care of. Now, I did mention, or there was a comment in the last video about the sliders, so I'll show the sliders off again. We're playing on Legendary, and this is the sliders. Now, the only ones that are the same for you, that you should have on yours, are the sprint stuff and the pass speed stuff. So basically the speed stuff. So sprint speed, acceleration, and pass speed is the same for me as it is for the user. It's just to make the game a little bit slower, a little bit more realistic. But then they've got 40 shot error, 35 pass error. I've also changed the injuries for you need to be up to 70 as well, with 65 severity, just so you get a few more injuries. If you want that, that's kind of up to you what you want. Both goalkeeper abilities are at 70 because goalkeepers in FIFA absolutely suck. Now, positioning and marking is 60 now for the CPU. Run frequency is 68 for the CPU. The line height I brought down a little bit so it's not as easy to counter. The same with the line length and the same with the line width. It will make it more difficult for you to counter. It'll make them more compact. Like you saw in the last episode, when teams were on top, they were really difficult to break down. This is what it'll do. It's certainly going to make it more difficult for you, and I'm potentially looking at bringing these sliders then across to when we do start on FIFA 22, although we don't know what the gameplay is going to be like there yet. More with the sliders is just trying to work something out that makes teams feel different. The easier sides feel easy, but potentially competitive, and the hard sides to feel really difficult to play against. And if you're not on your A game, that's exactly what you're going to get with those sliders. As you saw in the last episode, when we played against some of the best sides in the league, we really struggled. A touch of rotation forced here because games are coming absolutely thick and fast, but this is going to be a lineup. I was tempted by the 4-4-2, but I think with them playing two up top and us being so leaky defensively, we should probably go with this one and just see how we can do with breaking the side down. It's a strong team. We can leapfrog Southampton if we win this one. Again, in this one, if you can hear a fan in the background, it's because it's bloody boiling here in the UK at the moment, and I need it to get through the videos. Steadily confident at the start of this one that we can have a good performance here. A couple of poor results in the last one, and I want to turn that around today and just get ourselves back on track. Give that to Jamie Shack. Good stand and hold up play. Oh, make the run, Eze. Didn't really have the ability to play the ball in, though. Reedvald will get it back to him, and I spot Jamie Shackleton in space. Surely 1-0. Oh, it's saved, but it's back in the net after anyway. It's a great initial save, but it lands straight to Shack, and he'll make it 1-0 at Crystal Palace. That's the start I wanted to my day while recording this video. I've got to be honest with you. You've got to feel a little bit for the keeper, but look at the space opening up for Shackleton, and the keeper makes a great save, but it just lands straight to him. Well, we've got the goal. We need to be a bit more defensively strong in this one today, because in the last episode, how many times do we take the lead and give it away? We haven't been very good at defending 1-0s. Always feels like we need the extra goal. That might be the case again today, but I'm hoping we can have a good defensive display. We don't need to worry. Passes like that from Southampton will help us. All right, here comes Southampton. Moving the ball nicely, but not really breaking us down. Small ball, and that's a good ball in. We win the header. Shackleton will get that clear. Eze will slide that one out wide to Elise. They're in trouble now. They're surely in trouble now. Elise still going. And try and fire that one forward to Eddie Nketiah. Oh, he's put it wide. He's just not on form at the minute, is he, Nketiah? He just really isn't on form. He shanked it again. Dragged it wide. Eze's been fouled now. He's going to try and loft that one into Elise, and he's done brilliantly. Eze's actually having a really good start. I've got the ball across, have I? I don't. Valerie's done brilliantly, and Elise didn't react to that. I think he could have. I got stuck in the animation. I mean, he could have. Can we get another goal? We need another goal, in my opinion. We're struggling when we go one ahead. Southampton have started to have quite a bit of possession as well, so a goal would be absolutely lovely. Eze plays that one back to Elise. He's going to fire that one in, but it's a terrible cross in from Elise. Ferguson now. Adama. And Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah waited for the run of Shackleton, and he could have been in again then. Been seeing 2-0. Should be a much nicer scoreline after recent events, and this is great. Che Adams now Luckily for us, Yorkieman there, and Yorkieman has done brilliantly there in that situation. Oh, there's space now. Space back through to Eddie Nketiah. He's missed one opportunity. Will he miss a second? No, he won't. And there we go. Just before half-time, we'll make it 2-0 here at Selhurst Park. And just that little bit more comfortable. Oh, that's a great ball from Shackleton. Adama's still got the run. Can we pull that back to Eddie? We probably can. Eddie Nketiah now good position. Fires off the shot. Well saved from the goalkeeper. Probably his first touch there wasn't what he expected. Good play from us again. But yeah, I think his first touch didn't put him in a good position for this shot. We do it with a corner. Not been great from corners. And with Eddie up top, I don't expect to be great, but he got his head on that one. Pulled it wide though. Oh, what a ball that is. Eddie Nketiah now. Can he do? Himself in a really good position. He's done really well with it as well. He gets himself in a really good position to fire off a shot. It's going to land to Eze, and it's going to be safe from the goalkeeper. Eze. He's found Eddie. Can Eddie do it here now? He needs a bit of help, doesn't he? If he can slide that ball in, that is superb from Eddie. That is absolutely fantastic from Eddie. He may not have had his shooting boots on for that opening chance, but what we've just seen from him there is absolutely fantastic. Twice in a row now he's caused that defence a nightmare as they're going high five. But he pulls 3 defenders out of position and still finds that pass to Eze. Great finish from Eze as well. Fantastic to slot this here, top corner. Well taken. Oh, lovely goal. Shackleton there has found Adama. Oh, look at the space for Adama. Look at the space. He's just going to lift that one up. Eddie will get it and he'll shoot. Oh my God, it's saved. Eddie just struggling to find the back of the net today. He's been brilliant. It's great play between Adama, Shackleton and Eddie, but you just imagine that's going to hit the back of the net. He'll be fuming that he hasn't scored it. But regardless, we're going to put a good ball in here. Connor Goldson's on the pitch now and he can head it. And he does head it. And I tell you something, the Southampton goalkeeper should probably get man of the match today. He's been sublime. There we go. Coming forward now, Southampton, and trying to get themselves a goal back, and they will do. Be no clean sheet today, even though we defended really well up until that moment. Jay Adams takes his chance. 3-1. Connor Goldson now has been played through. Fortunately for Connor Goldson, doesn't particularly have the pace. Eze does, though. Eze has the shot power as well to sting the goalkeeper's hands. Corner header. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Yorkieman, though, will score it. And we score another corner. Goldson coming on as CDM has worked really well. We might retrain Goldson. He can play there. But Goldson coming on as CDM has worked really well. So we might retrain him to play there as an option to have a CDM now that Matt Grimes looks like he's leaving the club eventually. And we've retrained him to play centre mid anyway. But what a goal this is for Anderson. He's always going to leap ahead. I just feel for Goldson. It should have been his first goal for the club. Generates so much power behind that header as well, Anderson. Top bins. The full-time whistle goes, and it will be a 4-1 victory for Crystal Palace, getting back to winning ways. I don't know how long it'll last. We've got Chelsea coming up, but I'm going to sim that because we play them twice in the Cup. I don't want to play them 3 times in, like, the space of an episode and a half. But I'll take that. That's a good result for us here, to be honest with you. We need to pick up wins against sides like this, and we leapfrog them. Now, as we're recording, actually a suggestion for the goalkeeper. Now, I didn't want to sign Onana because we've used him before, of course, in the Bayer Leverkusen series. And he's so commonly requested, of course, because he's such a beast. But Muric has been requested, and I actually really like Muric from Man City. He won't be getting game time there, and he could be very good for us. Even if he's the starting goalkeeper just for a season, before Charlton's good enough to play in that position, I think he's a really good pickup. At 24 as well, should grow. We want to have a good cup run this season, so we're going to play this game now against Villa in the Cup. It is the 3rd round of the FA Cup, but the FA Cup actually could get us European football. I don't know if you get it just for getting into the final. I have to bear in mind that we play Chelsea next as well, so I will rotate with that in mind. Snowy one here then on the 31st of December, but we're at home at least. That gives us that advantage that we like. I'm not sure we'll be able to play the silky smooth football we have been playing though with this weather. We've played some beautiful long balls over the top as well. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. The ball will bounce like a mad one today. Declan Rice, of course, still looking so strange in that Villa kit. We had a tough game against them last time we played them. 2-1. We were the victors with 2 late goals. Hopefully this one could be a bit more comfortable. Jamie Shackleton making that run. Can he do? Good footwork from him, actually. Good footwork from Jamie here. I need another runner, though. I need a better runner than that. Although, Eddie Nketiah is there. He takes a decent touch. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. 1-0 up. Wow. I don't know how he's managed to find that. Hit the back of the net, but he has done. And fair play to him. Eddie's come out, yeah, I'm telling you, man, this has been his best year for Palace and his best year in the Premiership. Probably his best year in football in general. Shackleton does great work there to keep hold of the ball. Eddie's got a lot of work to do there, but still manages to rifle it into the top corner of the net. Shackleton now being found. Jamie Shackleton again, trying to play that one into Eddie Nketiah, and he gets to it and he scores it. Well, Jamie Shackleton and Eddie Nketiah today have single-handedly decided that they want to go through to the next round of the Cup. I wasn't sure Eddie gets to this, to be honest with you, but he's got such good acceleration that he does, and quite comfortably. Well, what a difference a day makes when it comes to recording. We're having a much better joy today. Maybe it's because I recorded earlier in the day than in the evening, but who has a clue? It is a little bit cooler today, and it has been hard recording when it's so hot, man. You get really hot, sweaty, and frustrated. It's difficult as well with the analog sticks when the palms are a little bit sweaty. Well, I've just noticed now that Villa have Alexander Isak as well. So, I mean, they're really piling on the talent. They're really piling on the talent, aren't they? Like, come on. How have Aston Villa got this squad? Oh, this could be dangerous. Tavernier, El Ghazi will fire off the shot and be saved by Guaita. Eddie Nketiah now. Body's making those runs forward. Batshuayi. Shackleton. This might be really good play. He's found Eze. Eze, first half hat-trick maybe for Nketiah. Tries to chip him. I thought the keeper was going to come charging at me, to be honest. I didn't expect Bilo to stop there. He actually made the right choice in the end, adjusted Bilo. Well, Kane Lewis Potter here. Kane Lewis Potter for the hat-trick now for Eddie Nketiah, and it's saved by Bilo. They're not going to let us get this first half hat-trick, are they? We do look really fluid going forward there, though. And a lot better defensively in this episode. I was worried that we was going to have a repeat. Obviously, we are playing sides that are a little bit easier, as Eze wins that there. But apparently, that's adjudged to be a free kick. Lewis Potter now. How quick are you, son? Not quick enough. They've managed to get back. Eze there. Just lay it off to him. Back to Jamie Shackleton, who's going to look to lift that one in now to Michy Batshuayi brilliantly. And there's probably just a little bit too much height on that, or else Batshuayi would have been in. Oh, here come Villa. They get one back. Oh, Rice has done brilliantly. Don't let him play it across. Don't let him shoot either. Just don't let him shoot. Don't let him play it across. Tavernier will block it. Nearly at half-time, but they scored just before the half. It wouldn't be a bad time to score. It doesn't look like they will do. Half-time here. 2 goals to the good. It should have been more. Eddie Nketiah should have the first half hat-trick. Oh, what ball forward. That is El Ghazi. Guaita saves it, but it lands straight back to El Ghazi and he'll score. And just like that, the start of the second half, Villa are right back in this. I thought Guaita had done enough there. He's so unlucky that El Ghazi gets to it first. The ball just goes straight under him. Oh, I feel for him. It's perfectly poised for El Ghazi. Really is. Well, it didn't take them long. We hadn't had possession in the second half. And before we could get on the ball, Aston Villa score. We could do with a third now, to be honest. Eze now. Still got it. Can he do? He's got great footwork, hasn't he, Eze? Oh, he's hit the post. Lewis Potter's going to get his first goal for the club. He shanked it. Oh, he's offside. Oh, I'm so gutted for the young man. He absolutely shanked that. He's lucky it hit the back of the net. Eze's shot hitting the post. He's offside as well, isn't he? Yeah, by a country mile. Eze's shot rattling off the post. Well, there they come now, Aston Villa. Scored already. We'll get the ball away. And how well will we get this away now? Eddie Nketiah spots Lewis Potter, who had a lot of space. The question is, does he have the pace? He doesn't need the pace because it'll be an Eddie Nketiah hat-trick. It won't be. But Michy Batshuayi will get a goal and we can breathe that little bit more easily. Double sub here. Eze coming off with a Chelsea game in our eyesights. Gallagher coming on. Mitchell coming off. And young Alfie Devine coming on at left back. Well, what's that for Jamie Shackleton? It's a good ball. Eddie Nketiah. Now Van Bergen to finish the game off. Oh, he's pulled it wide. He'll be fuming. He's struggled to finally get back to full fitness since injury. Oh, that really is close. Oh, Braithwaite's made a huge mistake there. Can we recover? We might just be able to. Braithwaite's actually done a really good job of covering all that ground, but it doesn't matter as Alexander Isak will score. And it will be tender moments here towards the end of the game. I don't know what Braithwaite was thinking with his pass. We will find ourselves in the next round of the FA Cup. This was actually a really good game of football, and I think they always will be against Villa, just purely because of the signings they've made They've just got a really good team, but we'll take it in the end. Eddie Nketiah certainly should have had a hat-trick in this one, though. There's no doubt about it. Well, we may have Chelsea coming up in the first leg, but who are we going to have in the next round of the FA Cup? Is it drawn instantly? Doesn't look like it. We're going to have to wait for it to be drawn. The transfer window opens, and speaking of Chelsea, who we're about to take on, they just offered your boy Yorkie the job. Imagine that. Chelsea looking for a new manager and coming to look for me here at Crystal Palace. Now, I hope they work on this for the next one, because I'd love to do a journeyman at some point, but you need more information here. One, I need to know who's in the... You should be able to look at your squad, right? I need to know who's in the squad, and I need to know what budget you're going to give me to work with if I were to sign as manager. But we are going to reject it, of course. This is a Crystal Palace save. What a job offer that is from Chelsea. Well, the man who seems to be on fire at the moment will definitely be starting. Eddie Nketiah starts up top, but this is a much stronger side than what we put out in the Villa game, of course. I was preparing for this one. In my mind, they have some tired players, Timo Werner and Pulisic. I don't think it counts for anything. I think this is going to be extremely difficult. This is the home leg, so we could really do with getting something out of this first game. Feels like a really big opportunity, this, for us to get a trophy, because we know with FIFA 22 coming around the corner, on us being next gen now with FIFA 22, I had to break them for a second to go and get the capture card that's just been delivered, that this will potentially, and maybe next season, be the only opportunities for trophies, because I think we'll only squeeze one more season in. Recording this on the 9th. FIFA comes out on the 22nd. I wouldn't mind a little mini break to get prepared for FIFA 22 if we get given that opportunity. I'm also thinking with FIFA 22, maybe we do face cam during the videos. I'm capturing it differently, so it'll be less of a load on the computer anyway, so maybe we go with the face cam, but I'm not sure. I quite like our style at the minute. Let me know what you think down below. Should we go face cam? Should we stick with the style that we've got? I quite like the way we record the videos at the moment, if I'm being honest. Can we craft an early opportunity? That's the question. I probably should have played that into Adama. Loftus-Cheek, of course, and Gallagher, ex-Chelsea players. Well, they've left Gallagher wide open. He hasn't scored many this season. He might score one now. He's not gonna. Marasic is in the way of it. Dangerous already, Palace. Chucking it down here at Selhurst Park as well. That's not a bad ball in. Joachim Andersen's in there. He scored a corner recently. I'll try and fire it back in, and he's going to be offside, is Elise. Giving me space here. They're giving Conor Gallagher space again. He tries to find Eddie Nketiah. He's still got the football, though. He'd do with it. He does find that gap to get it to Eddie. Ruben Loftus-Cheek now against his old club will fire off the shot, but it's easily held by Emi Martinez. Well, we look the better team here early, don't we? As we've won ourselves a throw in here, and Gallagher's going to be ready for it. Oh, it's ended up going to James. What are we doing, Elise? Rushed the throw in. Needed to go to James. Mason Mount now will find himself on the ball. He's a player I don't want on the ball all too often. Neither with Timo Werner. The pace they're going to have for Chelsea today will be a problem. That's where Cornet starts. Pulisic now. It's a great ball. Chilwell. Oh, he scored it. Come on, Guaita. Being beaten at the near post like that is something I really pray that doesn't happen in FIFA 22. No matter what you do with the goalkeeper sliders on this game, they still get beaten near posts like that. Hudson-Odoi now. Oh, this is great play. This is just great play. Callum Hudson-Odoi knocks it forward. We get lucky. Can we break away now? That'll be the question. These are the moments we need to be good. Gallagher. Look at how quick they are to stop the attack, though. Ruben Loftus-Cheek tries to fire that one over to Elise, and he's got it to him. But then you've got James on him, and he can't do anything with it. And we lose out on the ball again. And really, I think it's going to be how good Chelsea are defensively today, which is going to be our biggest issue. Well, we win that back there. Eddie Nketiah now. And I knew I had Adama Traore. This could be a massive moment just before the half. Adama Traore. Adama Traore just before the half will make it 1-1. That was the moment we needed. What a breakaway from Adama. He'll be absolutely loving that moment. He came here for big moments like that. And there we go. Adama Traore makes it 1-1. Let's go, boys. Game on. The half-time whistle is blown, and we've got a game on our hands here, boys. 1-1. I'd love it if we could find another. We started so brightly there, and then Chelsea get the goal back with the near post from Chilwell, but Adama Traore showing why we spent all that money on him. Oh, that's a great ball over to Callum Hudson-Odoi. We've got to stop him. And guess who's there to stop him? Of course, Joachim Andersen. Is there a breakaway opportunity here? I think probably not. We'll see. The numbers that they have back is causing me so many issues. And there is. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is through against his old club. Can he score it though? Loftus-Cheek! He does score it, and there we go against Chelsea. Ruben Loftus-Cheek will score. He will not celebrate, I remembered. And we take the lead. 2-1. Crystal Palace now in this tie. Ooh, scintillating stuff. We get the breakaway. What a tackle that is from Joaquin Anderson just to start with. And he does not mess about there, Loftus-Cheek. Big moment that for him, to be honest with you, because he's not had an unbelievable time here at Palace, but he's getting game time week in, week out, and that's important for his development. Chelsea make a sub here. Hudson-Odoi coming off. It looks like it's Jesus Corona. I think it's Tekachito, his name is now. Coming onto the pitch. Yeah, it's Corona. I thought it was. I don't want to make any subs yet because we're playing so well. Gallagher gets his head on that. I don't know what's been given here. We'll take the free kick. Oh, Eddie Nketiah has found Conor Gallagher. He's found him so well. Conor Gallagher to win the game. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And it's the ex-Chelsea boys that have done the damage to them today. I was not expecting Eddie to find that pass there to Gallagher. He fooled everybody and the defence as well as me. Gallagher goes clean through, and it was a difficult chance to take because he's not got the pace. He slots it on nicely, and Chelsea looking on now and thinking, why didn't we keep these two superstars? It might be a bit unusual, but he's on a yellow card, and I want him for the second leg. So Conor Gallagher's going to come off for Jamie Shackleton, and Connor Goldson is going to come on now at CDM again. Really impressed with him last time round. See how it gets on in this one. Oh, Havertz has played in Jesus Corona there brilliantly. And just like that, Chelsea show what damage they can cause. And it is 3-2, boys, now in this game. And we just kind of switched off at the back. Really devastated there, to be honest with you, because we played so well all game. This kind of side, if you switch off, they're going to punish you. And it's just this little moment here where I think it's Maxwell Cornet just loses Jesus Corona and he drifts inside. Well, there's some space now for Maxwell Cornet. And he knows there's some space for Eddie Nketiah. And he's found him. It's who Eddie Nketiah can now find. And it's going to be absolutely no one because there's no one there for him. We'll have to recycle the ball back. And we've done just that. Ruben Loftus-Cheek now found on the ball. And he's found Adama Traore. He tries to curl it top bins, but he couldn't. Oh, there's some room now. Loftus-Cheek. I think he timed it right. He did. Adama Traore is going to be onside. Can we find Eddie Nketiah? Maybe we can. Oh, he's bobbled about in there, though. Oh, it's unlucky. A fourth. Still don't think the tie would have been done. Oh, we've still got the ball back here, though, now. Jamie Shackleton. Jamie Shackleton. Great play between him and Eddie Nketiah, and we won't get a fourth. In the 3rd minute of added on time, we're going to get a fourth. It'll be 4-2 here against Chelsea. Going into the second leg. Oh, I can't believe it. We will take that all day long. Well, what a game of football this has been. Jamie Shackleton's ball to Eddie was perfect. And Eddie, when gifted the opportunity, happily delivered, finding the back of the net. Full-time whistle goes, and we have won this 1-4-2. I'm not quite sure that I expected the game to go this way. But what a game of football it was. Absolutely rampant, crazy, full of chances. But we come away with the victory. The window is open and 2 big transfer offers to start the window. One for Riedwald from Brentford, and it just doesn't make sense. You know, I wouldn't sell him to Brentford. I probably would sell him for that price, but not to Brentford. And then Tavernier, it's Napoli, which is a difficult one for James Tavernier. I don't want to let him go. I really don't want to let him go, but it is Napoli, and turning down Napoli for James Tavernier would probably be a little bit harsh considering where they are and where we are. We are not going to be playing European football anytime soon. So I am going to accept if they pay the 12 mil. I'm kind of expecting them to pay the 12 mil, to be honest. He's a very good player. He's been great for us. This does mean we potentially need a right back moving into the future. I want 10.8 mil. I will accept that. I will not stand in James Tavernier's way at the age of 31 from getting European football. So we will need a new right back, boys. If I remember, we have a few on the transfer hub. Thomas Tavares would be what I'd be really excited by. But I have just added Musawage, who I think would actually be really good. He can play right and left back. He's 5'10", which is a bit of a problem. But he does have speed, which Tavernier definitely had in bucket loads. He's 24, he's 77 rated, and he's at Nice, a club where I think we certainly would be able to sign a player from. I think we go in for Musawage here, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to go in for him straight away. I think Tavares isn't a player we'd be able to get. He'd be coveted by a lot of teams. Aaron's another player we wouldn't be able to get, coveted by a lot of teams. And besides that, I reckon it's Hover, but I don't think Hover's actually that good. He's quick, but I don't think he's particularly good. In fact, I'm going to remove him from the list. We're going to go in for Musawage here. I think that's the deal that makes sense. It's going to be for a reasonable fee as well, similar to what we've paid for Tavernier. Well, for what we sold Tavernier for. I'm going to go in with 11.53 million and hope that we can do the deal. And we can't. They want Alisi as well. And that isn't going to happen. Remove the player exchange. We can't really negotiate a good deal here. We're going to walk away from it for now. I think we don't have a choice. I'm going to end negotiations. We just don't have the money until the deal goes through. I didn't realize how low we were cash. We have done some contracts. So really now until the deal goes out, we can't really make another deal. So that is a bit of an issue for us. So we will have to wait until Tavernier leaves the club, which should give us enough money to bring in Moussa Wagué, which will give you guys enough time to decide if you think we should go in for anybody else. But I think Wagué is probably going to be our best option, because that is going to be it for this episode, boys. We've got a great set of games coming up in the next episode as well while we're going through the window. Who do we take on next time out? We've got Arsenal, Leicester there, try and get some revenge. We probably will sim one of those games at least. I guess I want to get the second leg against Chelsea in the episode coming up. But anyway, boys, thank you very much for the continued support on the series. If you are new around here, please smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well if you did go on to enjoy the video as well. It does really help them, though. You know, liking it, comments, watching it, it all helps. It all helps the videos do better and us get seen more as we move on now to FIFA 2022. I am excited. I hope you guys are. I will see you in the next one.